Hi, and welcome to BremSter Puzzles, a channel where I try and showcase the fun that can be had in the world of variant Sudoku. And today I'm going to be doing that with a puzzle called Confoederatio Helvetica, which I believe stands for Swiss Confederation, if you pronounce it correctly, which I didn't. So yeah, this is by Gerhard 1963 or 1963, and this was a puzzle recommendation, I believe, and this looks like the Swiss flag to me, though I don't know much about flags. So I'm really looking forward to giving this one a try, because this uses a Whisper variant, which is basically Whispers 3. Which Gerhard 1963 is called Swiss Whispers. Now, the original naming of Whispers came from the fact that the original Whisper line puzzle had the line was in the shape of Germany, and then that kind of followed through, and we've just started calling them German Whispers. I'm kind of a believer that they basically should be Whispers 5, because we've now seen Whispers 6, Whispers 7, Whispers 5, Whispers 4, and now Whispers 3. We kind of should just have Whispers number, but yeah, whatever. Swiss Whispers is what this is. But we have seen Whispers 3 before, and I think it was called Chinese Whispers. And I've also seen Swiss Whispers done, Whispers 3 done as another country as well. So, yeah, it's all over the place. People call them what they want. As long as the rules detail what they are, it doesn't matter. Now, speaking of other things, of course, a few days ago, Maggie and I released the Sudoku Takeout Pack. There'll be a link below to that, but you can also find it on the community page of my of the channel, as well as a free post on the collections page on my Patreon, which has now, I think, 20 something, more than 20 puzzle packs on it. I think it's like 26 or something. I haven't really checked, but lots of puzzle packs. And the most recent one posted there is the Sudoku Takeout. It's just 12 puzzles. They're all designed to take about 15 minutes. And the feedback on that's been really good. So hopefully you'll, if you haven't heard of it, go check it out. And if you have, hope you enjoy them. Let's have a look at Confoederatio Helvetica by Gerhard 1963. So what do we have? We have normal Sudoku rules. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. We have Swiss Whispers. Shown as red lines, adjacent digits along a Swiss Whisper line must differ by at least 3. So there's at least 3 difference along all of these lines. Cages. Digits in cages cannot repeat and must sum to the value shown in the upper left corner of the cage. No repeats would be possible anyway, but these 2 digits sum to 8, these 2 to 5, these 2 to 13, these 2 to 10. And then Kropki Pairs. Digits in cells separated by a black dot are in a 2-to-1 ratio, so it's ratio pairs. So these are in a 2-to-1 ratio. Not all dots are necessarily given. So it would be perfectly fine for those 2 digits, or those 2 digits, or those 2 digits, or those 2 digits, or those 2 digits to be in a 2-to-1 ratio. Would all be fine. All we know is the dots are giving positive information. The same as with cages. We don't have to say not all cages are necessarily given, because we know those 2 digits will sum to something. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. So we've got to start with the cages, because and their combination with lines, because how do you make a 5 cage in 2 cells? Well, it's either got to be 1, 4 or 2, 3, but it couldn't be 2, 3 because there's no difference here. And the reason for that is a 5 cage has to be made up of 2 digits lower than 5, because we can't use 0 or negative numbers. If we use a 1, we use a 4. If we use a 2, we use a 3. If we use a 3, we use a 2. And if we use a 4, we use a 1. So the only combinations there were 1, 4 and 2, 3. 2, 3 are too close. This is a 1, 4 pair. So we possibly look at the 8 cage now. 1, 7 would be possible. 2, 6 would be possible. 3, 5 is only 2 apart. Oh, sorry. 1, 7 is not possible. 1, 7 is not possible because the 1 is already taken. 2, 6 is possible. They are 4 apart. 3, 5 is only 2 apart, and they're the only possibilities. So this is a 2, 6. Okay. Now I'm wondering whether I should go jump to these dots or I should look at other cages. Because the larger cages are almost certainly going to have more options. So maybe I'll look at this 6 cage. 1, 5 works, but 2, 4, because again, 1, 5, 2, 4, 3, 3 doesn't work. And then you hit 4, 2, which is the same as 2, 4, and you can stop checking. So 1, 5 works because the difference is 4. 1, 5 works. 2, 4, the difference is only 2, so it doesn't work. So this has to be 1, 5. If this is a 1, this is a 2. If this is a 4, this is a 2 or an 8. So this has to be a 2 or an 8. A 2 here, this is 1. A 2 here allows for 1 or a 4, and a 6 allows for a 3. I kind of want to look at the small cages. So the next one to look at is 7. 1 6 has a 5 difference. 2 5 has a 3 difference. That could work. 3 4 doesn't work. Now this can never be a 5, because if I put a 5 here, what would its black dot relationship be? If I halved 5, I'd end up at 2.5. If I doubled 5, I'd end up at 10. So this can't be a 5, so this can't be a 2. But as I get further away, these seem like an 8. 1 7 is fine. 2 6 is fine. No, 2 6 is not fine. This is cool. So in this 8 cage, we could absolutely do 1 7. We can't do 2 6, because if we made this 2 6, the 2 6 here would line up with the 2 6 here, and then where would we put 2 6 in this top row? We'd have to put 2 6, because we couldn't put them in those cells, we couldn't put them in those cells, and because this is a 1 5, that cell would have to be 2 and 6. It doesn't work. So 1 7, 2 6, 3 5 is only 2 apart. This is a 1 7. That's cool. So that might restrict this 9 cage, which can no longer be 1 8, because the 1 is already taken up in the column. It can't be 2 7. The 7 is already taken up in the column. It could be 3 6, which is 3 apart. 4 5 doesn't work. They're too close to each other along the red line. The fact that the red line runs through all of these cages is really cool. But the 10 cage now, it can't be 1 9. It could be 2 8, it can't be 3 7, and 4 6 is too close. This is cool. This is good fun. So this has to be in a black dot relationship with either 2 or 8. If this is an 8, this is a 4. If this is a 2, this is a 1 or a 4, and it can't be a 1. That's a 4. This is cool fun. So where's 6 in this top row? I can't put 6 in here, in any of those, because we've determined those to be 2, 4, and 8. I can't put 6 in those because the 6 is down here. I can't put 6 in those because that's a 6 cage. That's a 6. And now this 11 cage has to be restricted, right? So it could be 9, 2. The difference is 7. It could be 8, 3. It could... Hang on, it could, no, not 2. It could be 9 2, 8 3. It could be 7 4. Ooh, okay. This is not where I should be looking. I don't think that is where I should be looking. What I should be looking at is, what are these 3 digits? 3, 7, and 9. These are 3, 7, and 9. So I know what these 2 digits are. Ah, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, and 8. But this digit has to be 3 apart from both of those. If that's a 6, this is broken, because 6 is only 1 away from 5 and 2 away from 8. So that's the 2 and that's the 6. Now that doesn't force either of those, unfortunately, but the 6 here does make that the 3, which means this is a 6 and this is a 2 to complete the 8 cage, because the 6 forces this to be 3, and the only thing in a black dot relationship, or a ratio 2-to-1 ratio relationship out of the Sudoku digits with 3 is 6, and once that is 6, that is 2. Okay. This 9 cage now, well, the 3 looks up saying this isn't the 3, but this could be 1 8. It can't be 2 7 or 3 6, and 4 5 is too close. So this is 2 and 7, and I know the order, because I can't put 7 on a black dot. Its ratios would be 3.5 and 14. That's, no, wait, I'm broken. No, I meant 1 8. It's 1 8. I think I typed the wrong thing. It could be 1 8. It can't be 2 7. It can't be 3 6, and 4 5 is too close together. Why did I get that wrong? Because I am BremSter. I am BremSter. See me mistake. 1 here would make this 2. So this can't be the 1, because I couldn't. The only thing in a black dot relationship with 1 is 2. So this is the 8. This is the 1. I would have made that mistake. I would have picked it up pretty quickly, I think, even without. Why do I have conflict checking turned on? Let's turn that off. Goodbye. Okay. So 8 is only in a black dot relationship with 4, and 4 is in a black dot relationship with only 2 or 8. But if this is a 2, well, it can't be with a 2 because of the box. But if it was a 2, the other digit would have to be an 11 in the cage, and that doesn't work either. So that makes this a 5. Now, this digit has to be at least 3 away from 2 and 5. So if it was 1, it's too close to 2. So let's put all the options in. Well, actually, yeah, let's put them all in. 1, 3, because I want to go through the math. I can see that it's very restricted. 1 is only 1 away from 2. 3 is only 1 away from 2. 4 is only 1 away from 5. 7 is only 2 away from 5, so that becomes a 9. That is really, really cool. The 5 looks like making that the 1 and that the 5. These 3 digits, they're not 1, 2, 3, 4. They could be 5. I've got 6. So they're 5, 7, and 9. So if this was... no, I've still got options here, I think. I do still have options here. There's no 6 here, so there's no 1 here. And the 2 is looking down, making that the 6 and that the 1. And the 6 is in a black dot relationship with a 3. Is that restricting this enough now? Don't think so. 5, 7, and 9 are all 3 or more away from 1, so it's not helping me there. Okay. 3 and 6 are in here. I can't put them both in here, so there's a 3 or a 6 in here, but it's probably this 10 cage now, because it could be 1, 9. In a particular order. I can't put a 9 on a black dot because there's no valid ratio. So it could be 1, 9 in that order. It can't be 2, 8. It could be 3, 7 in a particular order, but the 3 would have to go on the black dot because there's no valid relationship for 7 on a black dot. And it can't be 4, 6. So these are the only possibilities. Hang on, I just did that wrong. What did I just do? Let's try that again. It could be 1, 9 with 1 on the black dot and 9 off the black dot. Can't be 2, 8. If it's 3, 7, it's 3, 7, and it can't be 4, 6. If this is a 1, this is a 2. If this is a 3, this is a 6. So this is only 2 or 6. Okay. The 13. I'm not seeing it. There could be a Sudoku trick going on. Probably is, you know. Such as 2 is in one of those 2. It's probably just cage logic. Or, no, 5 is way too close to 7. That's the 9. There's no 9 there. 9 is way too close to 7. That's the 3. That's the 7. 7 is way too close to 8. That's the 2. That's the 8. 4 is 3 away from either 1 or 7. That works. Sorry, I could have done that earlier, couldn't I? So this digit is restricted. It can't be 1. It can't be 2. It could be 3. It can't be 4 because it's too close to 6. It can't be 5, 6. It can't be 7 or 8. This is only 3 or 9. That's actually really cool. If this is a 3, then this would have to be an 8. And if this is a 9, this has to be a 2. And that gives me a 2-8 pair. That's really cool. I like that. So can I do the same down here? I can't put 1, I can't put 2, I can't put 4, and I can't put 5 in there. This has to be 7, 8, 9. Because the only possibilities for the box are 2, I've already got 3, 4, 5, I've already got 6, 7, 8, 9. But 2 is only 1 away from 3, 4 is only 1 away from 3, and 5 is only 2 away from 3. So this is 7, 8, 9. A 9 here would put a 4 here, an 8 here would put a 5 here, and a 7 here would put a 6 here, so it's not even a 7. This is 4, 5, 8, 9. So 2 is absolutely in one of those 2 by Sudoku. Hang on, where's 2 in this column? I can't put 2 in a 13 cage. I can't put 2 in this box. That's the 2 and that's the 9, looking down, making that the 8, which makes that the 4. And we know this triple. This is 1, 5, 7, and 1, 2. This is the 3 that hasn't been placed in this box. That's so cool. I'm sorry. I mean, none of this is particularly diabolical, and you may be going, why is BremSter touting up this logic that's pretty obvious? Because I'm finding... I like when I get deductions from puzzles that I wasn't expecting. They don't have to be diabolically difficult. They just have to be like, oh, cool. And I just got that all wrong. So let's roll that back because I've broken this puzzle. Because it's not 8-4, it's 8-5. And these are 1, 4, 7. And this is still a 3, but these are 1, 4, 7. So there's no 4 there. And that was because there's already a 5 in the box. I noticed I had 2 5s, and yeah, that was just a pencil mark. But I'm loving that these deductions just flow off each other. That's really... I'm possibly getting too bogged down in how it all works. So 8 is in one of those. An 8 here would put a 4 here, and that could work. So I need to put 2. I need to put a 4 in here, which could go anywhere. I need to put a 7 in here. Oh, this is a 2-9 pair because 2 and 9 need to go in this box and the 2 9s say they're not there. So this is a 4-7. So I know what these are. There's no 2 there. I know that. But I've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 and 7 go into those. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 3 and 8. Now, 2 is too close to 1 and 4. 1 is only 1 away, 4 is only 2 away. So that's the 7, which makes that the 1 and that the 4. The 1 looks all the way across here, making that the 3, which makes that the 6. And the 3 goes with the 7. Just nice. And this is why I wow at puzzles like this. These deductions that are just nice are the things that I really, really love. 2, 9 goes into those to complete the row. Don't have it yet. Yeah, that can work, I think. So is it this 12 cage? I could do 3, 9. Oh, the 6 makes that the 3. So that is the 9. That's been there for, I'm not sure when I got that. Now this has to be at least 3 away from both 1 and 9. So 2 and 3 are too close to the 1. So 4, 5, 6, 7 is too close to the 9. So this is only 4, 5, or 6. The 9 looks across, making that the 2 and that the 9. Okay. 2 here would leave this, couldn't be a 1. If 2 here went to 1, this would have to be a 12. Doesn't work. 2 to 4 to 9 could work. 8 would only go to 4. This is always a 4. This is always a 9. So this is always a 2, and this is always a 9. Taking 9 out of there. Oh, 9 came out of there a while ago. Okay. Okay. It's fine. Everything's fine here now. Thank you. How are you? Okay, so this 12 cage is a bit more limited. It can't be 9, 3 because there's already a 3 in the row. It could be 8, 4 in that order. It can't be 7, 5 because it would break that cell. And it can't be 6, 6. This is 8, 4. Now this cell? Well, what are these 4 cells that haven't been placed? 1, 2, I've got 3, 4, 5, I've got 6, 7, I've got 8, I've got 9. So these are 2, 5, 7, 9. So let's look here first. It can't be 2 because of the column, and it can't be 7 because of the column, and it can't be 5 because it'd be too close to the 4. That's the 9, which takes 9 out of all of those. This is 2, 5, 7, taking 5 out of there because I've already got 5 in the box down there, and this becomes 4, 6. This is a 4, 6 pair. Now, 7 is only 1 away from 8. Can I do it here? 5 and 7 can't go next to each other because they're only 2 apart. So the 5, if I made this a 2, these would be 5, 7 and I'd be broken. But I can make that a 2. So that's the 2, that's the 5, that's the 7. Very cool. And now I know what the 7 looks like making that the 5, but I know what these 2 digits are. I don't have a 1 or a 7 in this column. And now I do, but the 7 is looking across, making that the 1 and that the 7. This 2 is looking across, making that the 8, which makes that the 4, which makes that the 1, which makes this the 7 and this the 4. The 7 looks across, making that the 1 and that the 7. This column is missing its 2. I could have done the same with the box. Weird that I had all of these digits on... if you'd asked me at the start of the puzzle with those digits that each have multiple dots on them, which digits were in the corner, I would have said 2 and 4 were guaranteed to be 2 of those digits, and I would have been wrong. Okay, this digit is known. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So these are 1, 6, and 8. Now, 1 is too close to 2 and 6 is too close to 5. That's the 8, and 6 is too close to 7. So that's the 1 and that's the 6. This is good fun. Now, we've got to be down to just Sudoku at this point. So let's try and do some. Where is 1 in box 7? The 1 here is saying not here. The 1 here is saying not here. This is the 1. This is a triple. 2, 5, and 7. There's no 2 in any of those because I've already got a 2 in the row. So that's the 2. The 7 looks down, making that the 5 and that the 7. So let's look up in these columns, basically. 5 and 9 go into those. And I've got a 9, making that the 5 and that the 9. These are 3 and 6. And this 6 makes this the 3 and this the 6. The 3 looks across, making that the 8 and that the 3. The 8 looks back, making that the 5 and that the 8. Okay, how do I break this open? I use that 7 to make that the 4 and that the 7, which looks back making that the 6 and that the 4, which looks back making that the 3 and that the 6. And cool and good. Everything is cool and good. 831 solves in 183 days. So this puzzle is what, 6 months old? Very, very fun. I liked this one. Confoederatio Helvetica. So Swiss Confederation. I like it. It was good. Not a huge fan of jingoistic puzzles, but I mean, the Swiss Federation, fine. No problem. Yeah, cool. Good fun puzzle. That's what matters. That really is all that matters. Thank you everyone for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you check out the Sudoku Takeout Pack. I hope you're all enjoying Sliced Sudoku as well. Please comment on those videos. There are videos for Sudoku Takeout. You'll have to check the pack links to find them. They're not published to the channel, but they are available on the channel. Free for everyone. You just have to go to the pack to get the links to the videos. Yeah, leave comments on the videos, leave comments everywhere, like and subscribe, all of the good stuff. And as always, and most importantly, good luck with your solving.